Hey, and welcome to another meditation video for beginners. Today we're going to be doing mindfulness of thought. If you haven't checked out the last video, mindfulness of breath, you might want to check that out first. In the last video, when we had a thought, we gently redirected ourselves back to the breath. With mindfulness of thought, we learn to observe a thought as it arises. The benefits of this is that it teaches us that thoughts just arise in our minds all the time, and thoughts create feelings and action. If you've ever been just driving to work in the morning and you're kind of anxious or agitated and you don't know why, if you were able to stop for a second in that moment and think, all right, what's going on in my mind? You might realize that you're anticipating a report that's due at work, or that after work you have to stop at the grocery store to get groceries. By bringing our awareness to the nature of thought, that they just arise, that they create feeling and action, gives us a freedom from it, because it allows us to choose if we want to respond to it. By observing a thought and not being in a thought allows it to decrease its significance to us. Just because we think something doesn't make it true and doesn't mean it's going to happen. When we place less significance on a thought and don't judge it as good or bad, it decreases its emotional charge and allows it to better just kind of pass like a cloud in the sky. So let's get started. So, as I said in the last video, sitting. Try to put a cushion underneath your butt, give you a little support, and try not to have your legs directly underneath you, otherwise they'll fall asleep. Try to sit with your back straightened but not stiff, head parallel to the floor. Head parallel to the ceiling. You can keep your eyes open, gazing down at the floor, or you can shut them. I'll be opening mine periodically to be able to do this video. So let's begin by closing your eyes or gazing gently down at the floor. Soften the muscles around your eyes. Unclench your jaw. Relax your shoulders and your back. Let your arms fall where it's comfortable. You can put them in your lap, on your knees. Some people put palms up and palms down. I like to have them in my lap. Let's just check in with our bodies and where it's at. If there's any tension in our back, any stress in our shoulders, and just soften the muscles in that area. Imagine breathing into it. Let's check in with our mind. Is it in the past? Is it in the future? Something that you should be doing? Give yourself the permission to come to the present moment, the here and now. Let's come to our breath. Are we breathing shallow or deep? Just bringing a curiosity to it, observing it. And let's just take one deep breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. Great. Just observe the breath in or around the nostrils. noticing any subtle sensations that you might be having. The air might be cooler as you breathe in, warmer as you breathe out. Whatever you feel is perfectly fine. You might have a tingling sensation on your nose, or feel it on your upper lip. Follow that breath down into your chest, feeling your lungs expand and contract. With every breath you take, your chest rises and falls. And just take a second to experience that. Imagine that you're on a hilltop or a beach, whatever you like, and gazing out on the skyline. And there's clouds going by in the sky. When you have a thought, imagine you can see that thought in one of those clouds, playing like a little movie. Just observe that thought. The thought is happening in us, but not to us. You may even notice an emotional reaction to it, and that's okay. Don't judge it as good or bad. It's just a thought. As that thought begins to dissipate, it gently floats by in the sky and passes. Always remember to breathe. As another thought arises, another cloud comes by. Allow that thought to play through. Try not to force the thought away or hold on to it. Notice that when we do that, it might decrease the emotional charge of that thought, allowing it to just pass by in the sky. Always returning back to the breath. Coming back to the breath in or around the nostrils. Feeling the sensations of breath in or around the nose. The coolness of air as you breathe in. The warmth as you breathe out. How does that feel in this moment? And this one. and this one. Follow the breath down into our chest, our home base, where we always return. Feeling our chest rising and falling with every breath. As we begin to end, we'll take one last deep breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. Great job. With your eyes still closed, you can gently wake up your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope you can bring this throughout your day.